So I'm just. But the question is anyway, if it's not announced, or even if it is announced, is it necessary? That's the first question.
In terms of is it necessary? Yeah, it is. I feel like, you know, if we just look at it on, like, I personally feel in a third fight, and I said it from the end of the second fight, I feel Canelo will win a third fight pretty convincingly, more convincingly. And Triple G has aged. We've seen him against in Jomachenko fight. He's got older, so I do think that Canelo wins the third fight. But taking that away from things, like, let's just look at it on paper. Like, I, I'm I like Canelo and I like Triple G. Probably more so Canelo because I like the way he boxes. But he did not win that first fight. You know, like, let's be honest with us. If anyone says Canelo won that first fight, they're dreaming. He lost that fight. You know, in my mind, at least at minimum 7-5, probably 8-4. You know, after the first 2-3 rounds, he didn't do anything. Like, he was gassed. He gained up so much weight, and he just was gassed.
Yeah, he was out jabbed.
Yeah, out jabbed. He was running like he didn't win that fight. You know, that scoreline is going to be that 118-110 in my lifetime. It's probably going to be, especially something I witnessed live. We watched it together. So, oh no, we watched it. I watched it. So it's going to be.
I was on the plane. I had to watch that after, but I watched it without sound. So yeah,
we watched the second one together.
Yeah, we disagree.
That for me is going to be. That 118-110 for me is probably going to be one of the worst scorecards I've ever seen in my life, especially like actually watching it. That for me is, I can never understand. That's basically like, I can't even do the maths, but you're saying like Canelo won 10 rounds. That's impossible. In the second fight, obviously we disagree a little bit. I feel that because Canelo was more of the aggressor, he did win.
Yeah, but was he?
The second fight.
Was he more the aggressor?
He was backing up. His back never touched. His back never touched the rope.
No, it wasn't like that. Look, aggressiveness is Chavez versus Martinez, right? When Chavez pushed Martinez back, that's backing up, and then Martinez was just trying to jab him and outrun, and he won 11 rounds, and then he got dropped in the 12th, right? That is, and then somehow Martinez survived and won, right? That is backing up someone. Only that last round he never backed, but that was backing up for 11 rounds. This wasn't backing up. Come on. If we talk about punch stats, right? We know that Triple G done in punch stats. Power punches, yes. Canelo hit the cleaner punches, but your Triple G was still coming forward. It's just that Canelo was doing a bit more. And I think that's what's happened. If people watch the first fight and they see a huge improvement of Canelo in the second fight, and then it's in their head that, oh, well, maybe he won. I think it was a lot close. I think it was really close compared to the first fight. Triple G outran him. I can give a draw maybe and Triple G winning, but just by a round or two, but I couldn't see it go the other way, right?
Yeah.
But what bugs me is the judges, because they keep giving. Yeah, go on.
But we know that that's the whole point. Like, we're boxing fans. We consider ourselves hardcore boxing fans. Unfortunately, and one of the things with boxing and why it's different from other sports is that there's other factors that go into a decision, and that's just the reality. You know, it was the same when Mayweather was fighting, and Canelo is basically the new Mayweather. When you fight Canelo, you go into that fight 2 rounds down. Now, whether you think that's wrong or right, that's just how it is. And from the first fight that Canelo got a draw and got absolutely beaten, in my opinion, to the second fight where it was a very close fight and Canelo is the A side, he's gonna get the decision. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. And I feel like Triple G, he should have known that from the second fight, and he was going in there, I'm going to do drama style and I'm going to knock him out. He didn't do that. He was just jabbing him. That was never going to win you the fight. You need to put on, he had to go put it on this guy. And to be honest, I think Triple G did less in the second fight. Whereas in the first fight, he was very aggressive. In the second fight, he was just thinking, I'm going to control him with the jab. That's not going to win. That's not going to beat you, Canelo. okay, if it was the other way around and Triple G was the A side, then yeah, Triple G probably would have won the fight. But he wasn't, and he didn't do enough. But I think that's kind of argued the question: is a third fight necessary? Because yeah, why not? Let's clear it up, you know. And I think Canelo will win it more convincingly, and I think it will. It won't necessarily be a fair because obviously Triple G's aged and Canelo's coming into what is it at his peak. But I feel like Triple G is owed the opportunity because technically it is 1-1 at least, or maybe even 1 and a draw, or potentially 2-0 Triple G. But in fact, it's actually 1 and a draw to Canelo. So I think Triple G's owed it, and we need some clarity. Obviously, yeah, probably going to say he's older, but why not? Let him have it. Let him have the third fight should happen. And
so you're on the, I would watch it. I would give you that. I would watch it. But I feel sorry for Triple G because I agree with you. I think Canelo's gonna win now. I don't see how Triple G can win from this. His last fight he came out with, he was quite poor. I actually thought he lost. So, you know.
One thing I'd ask you though is that we're talking about, and I think this is an interesting point where sometimes the best fights are not the fan-friendly fights. So if I ask you now, who is a better fight? Let's just say Triple G. Who is a better fight for Triple G? Andrade versus Triple G or Canelo versus Triple G? Which one do you think is potentially more competitive? Or Andrade versus Canelo?
I think it's Andrade versus Triple G. Right.
But
I think because Canelo would kind of win, in my opinion, he would win comfortably. Kind of now at Triple G's level, I think he's on par with Andrade, sort of.
Yeah.
So,
but who would you rather see though? Who would you rather see is in fan friendly? Because we know Andrade's style. So, in terms of what fight would you actually?
I would go for Andrade Triple G.
You'd actually want to see that? Okay. No, but I'm talking about like not necessarily as from a boxing perspective, because obviously for us it'd be interesting.
It's just because I think Canelo's tactically aware of things. Like he's more defensive and stuff. He can go more defensive. I don't think Triple G has that anymore. So I just think he just goes all out. So
but against Andrade, he's going to be running around. Andrade runs like he's going to be boxing on the back foot. Canelo's feet, the Triple G so is too slow. Whereas I think
but he's still going to keep coming forward.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But Andrade's
I feel good. But I feel Canelo's smarter. He would kind of back up. He would make him come to him. I don't see Triple G doing that. I feel Triple G would follow Andrade, right?
No, I'm talking about like in terms of more like a fan-friendly style, not Andrade versus Canelo or Andrade versus Triple G. I mean like in terms of like style-wise, Canelo versus Triple G is a fight.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just gonna like,
right.
You know what I mean? We know what we're gonna get with that fight.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just watch Andrade just because of the, it's a new fight, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Canelo and Triple G twice. I don't want Triple G to lose against Canelo. Canelo's gonna have a judge on his side. Let's just be honest. He's gonna have a judge on his side already, and we believe that even if the judges were legit, Canelo would win anyway. So I don't. This is not a win-win for Triple G. He shouldn't like for money. If he just needs the money, then go and fight Canelo. Otherwise,
but that's what
go for someone else. For. Yeah,
but that's what you're in the sport.
Yeah, but also he's going to take a lot of damage. He might spoil his legacy. He might get knocked out. Might be the first time he properly gets dropped and knocked out. So I mean, this is now. It could be his retirement fight. Like this guy's nearly 40, right? So you got to think of it that way. Year, so. Yeah, exactly. So I would.
What's worse, getting potentially knocked out by Canelo and getting a ton of money, or getting comprehensively outboxed and made to look slow by an Andrade or a Billy Joe, and you're going to probably get a quarter of the money.
True, but do you want to? Some people like. Triple G's never shown that, he's chasing money or anything. Like these guys, in that part of the world, and they do care about their legacy. At least if he goes out losing, let's say, on points to one of the other two, at least he can say he's never been KO'd. I mean,
No, I think that's wrong. I think he used to be like that. I think Triple G, when he was coming up, he used to be like that, and now he does care about money. Like, look who
he
he's
does.
fighting.
But
Like,
would you trade money for a knockout?
Yeah, he fired his trainer Abel Sanchez because Abel Sanchez wanted a percentage of his new deal, and he said, "No, I'm still putting you on a flat fee because I'm basically saving up for my retirement right now, and every penny counts." He's like, I think Triple G after, especially, and I can't blame him because after those Canelo fights, he's probably thinking, you know what, yeah, this boxing game is not what I thought it was. Like, if Triple G was chasing legacy, yeah, he would have been moved up to 168. He could fight them guys there. Like, he's only been in one division. Like, I don't think he's chasing legacy anymore. He's just looking. He just wants to put himself in a big position where he can get a good.
Yeah, but I think Triple G thinks he can win. That's why he's going for it. But
obviously, and it's the better fight for him.
Huh?
It's the better fight for him. Like, it's the more.
Yeah, but I think
even though I think Canelo will win, I think it's going to be easier for him to fight Canelo than it would be to fight the other guys. And Canelo's the bigger payday, so it's a no-brainer, and he deserves.
Yeah, but I think if he felt like he was going to get KO'd, he would not trade money for KO. I reckon he wouldn't do it. I don't think he would trade it, but I think he'll take the fight because he believes honestly that he can beat Canelo. He feels that he already beat him twice, and then he feels that he's going to beat him a third time. But here's the difference. He ain't going to win because he ain't going to win by judges. The only way he's going to beat Canelo if he somehow KOs Canelo. And I didn't see in those two fights that he can knock Canelo out. So ain't happening.
Nah, not Canelo. He ain't gonna knock Canelo. But I do feel that he is a bit more money oriented than he was. I think when he first started out,
he would be. But I don't know about trading it for a KO. If he believed that he was gonna get knocked out, he wouldn't have fought. He would not fight Canelo. But he believes that he can beat him. So it's different. He might actually go for the KO, which will be interesting.
He needs to, and he should have done that in the second fight. I think that's where he lost. In my opinion, that's where he lost. I think he needed to. His mentality. I remember the weigh-in, and Triple G. And Canelo was trying to rush to get Triple G, and it was all theatrics. And I was thinking in my head, Triple G was just there, composed, and I just said to myself, "Oh, Canelo, man, I don't think you understand what's going to come to you because all this talk you're doing and running to him. Watch when fight night comes. Triple G's he's just cool, calm, collected. He's gonna eat you on fight night." But actually, on fight night, he was still cool, calm, collected. And it was Canelo that was aggressive. It was Canelo that was putting it on him. And I just thought, after the first fight, you should know that, you're basically going to have to KO Canelo to get a decision. Like, he just fought Canelo the same way he fought him in the first fight.
So,
and that to me.
Yeah. But we both agree that, I don't say it's necessary, but I would watch it. But you're saying it's necessary, right? That's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's necessary for in the integrity of things. It is necessarily because Triple G won the first fight. And
I wouldn't be.
This is
it didn't happen, so I'm fine with whatever.
I wouldn't be disappointed because I feel like Canelo is going to win the third fight, and I think because of age-wise, I don't think it's necessarily like, oh, who is still that who's going to win kind of thing. But I feel like it's a 1-1 right now, and you should have a rubber match, so it's necessary. Whether it's going to go down in legacy and it's probably going to be like, oh, Canelo won 2 and you the first one. Yeah, it's probably going to be like that. And everyone will say, when you look on paper, it'll be like Canelo just stomped him out. But I feel like that's not how it was. And I feel Triple G should get the third fight. From a boxing point of view, he needs to get the third fight. And from a business sense, it makes sense for both of them because Canelo should be confident he's going to beat him. For Triple G, it's a big payday. So why not? Like, I don't see why to be honest, I don't see why the fight hasn't even happened yet. I think it's a bit